for everybody to come back in. I don't know what happened there. I had you all. Now, I hope you all come back in. Shit, because everybody's going to go to the other one. Why does this always happen? Like, why can't I just get it right there? Anybody else out there? Dang it. I wish that I could make that better. All right, but I lost everybody else, so how do I fix that? Share. How come it won't let me share it on YouTube? I don't know. It never lets me share to YouTube, like it's just not an option. And I don't know how to make it an option. Maybe you guys can help me figure it out. Who else have I got in here? Say hello. Ah, there you are. Hey, Robert. Hey, Bob. How's it going? I lost J-Dub. Hey, Special Ed. Nice to see you. Yay, I see you. Yeah, I'm still getting over something. There's Jess. Hey, J-Dub. Nice to see you guys. Thanks for coming in. I'll just give it another minute and I'll tell you what happened. Aw, thank you, Bob. Well, good morning, everybody. Yeah, I'm here in Pennsylvania right now. I made it to Pennsylvania at least, but, you know, a lot of things have happened on the ride. First of all, I have had an incredible journey with my son, Tim. Hey, Jackson. Nice to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. Thanks for coming in. Hey, Patty. Feeling just a bit better. Well, actually, I feel a lot better, but I'm still not over this crud, whatever it is. Oh, nice to see you, Patty. Yeah, I'm in PA, and I'm missing so much right now of the gatherings. I'm so disappointed in that, but I am really happy to be here with my family, too. So, you know, it's always a little bit of a mixed bag for me because I really like to be home with my family, you know, and I like to see them. But good morning, Green Thing. Nice to see you, dear. How you doing? Yeah, so I was traveling with my son, Tim. I think you all have been following along, maybe. And Walt Money, nice to see you, dear. Thanks for coming in. So essentially, I picked up my son in Sacramento, and we drove south to Slab City, and we picked up a trailer there. And I was driving this trailer home to Massachusetts for one of my friends. Austin, Bill, and Stephanie, how you doing? I hope you guys are not sick. But and then so we traveled all the way along the south from Slab City, and it was a great voyage. We went to Pinnacles. I'll put the videos out about this later, and I got some catching up to do, let me tell you, because when I wound up leaving Slabs, and then we went through Texas, visited my sister, and then I got to Florida, and I did a live stream there on the beach, and I saw a lot of you there. And then after that, we went to Congaree in National Park in South Carolina. That was freaking awesome. A big owl scared the shit out of us. And then after that, we went and stopped at my friend Maddie's in DC, and that's where I left my phone. And I got sick there. So I wasn't feeling well, and it just came over me suddenly. I don't know, is anybody else sick? And what in the hell hit us? Because it is crazy. Like, I just felt ill all of a sudden. I am in Reading, PA right now. Oh, Jackson, I would love to come up and see you, and I tried last time too, and something happened with my van last time too. Seems like every time I come east, something happens to my van. So I don't know what's happening with that, but I can't not come east because my family's here. So then I left my phone at Maddie's, and that night I was gonna go live, and I scheduled it. Oh, really? Ed, oh, you're close by me. Well, let's connect. Let's get together and, like, have a coffee or, I don't know, whatever, lunch or something. That would be really cool. Where are you at, Ed? I didn't know you were a PA guy. Hey, Lily. How are you doing? Are you sick, dear? Oh, yeah. I mean, it's been everywhere across. Everybody's saying that they were sick, and it was like everything. Oh, Allentown. Okay. I'm very familiar with Allentown. My kids used to live up there. Where are you? I didn't know you were from Reading, too. Well, that's awesome. Are you nearby now? Shit, we should get together and do a collab. Is it cold down there, Jess? Oy. Well, it's, I don't even know. It's probably in the 50s here today. It's been really nice here, I have to say. But, yeah, so what happened was I just fell ill, like, suddenly. We went to the store and we were having Friendsgiving. And so we made some stuffed pancakes with some really good cream cheese. And I was going to show you all. And we had fresh raspberries and strawberries and blueberries. Okay. Oh, you're in Philly. Okay. Oh, you're from Philly. Gotcha. And where are you now? Are you in PA? So what happened was we're sitting here at the table, and I just made like a whole stack of pancakes, and we had made up the cream cheese for the filling, you know. Came out really delicious, really delicious. And then as I was eating, I was like, oh my God, I'm just not feeling good. So that's when I came back on to tell y'all that I couldn't really hang out, and I wasn't wanting to cancel my live stream, but I had to go lay down. And so then I just waited for like another hour, and I laid down, and then the guys had to put me in the van. They were carrying me out to the van because I was so lethargic. It's like it hit me crazy. Yeah, I did the COVID test, but it wasn't COVID. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, I didn't know that, Patty. Oh, okay, you're in Philly now. Oh, dang. Just went through there like a few days ago. But, so I went in the back and I laid down, and I went right to the bed, and I thought I had my phone in my hand, and I didn't. That's how out of it I was. I thought I had my phone in my hand. And I was saying to Tim, I was like, my phone was here. It was right here in the bed with me. And it wasn't. So we made it to my sister's for Thanksgiving in New Jersey. And I saw the whole family, like, from the East Coast here. So my son and daughter, Tim and Ash, were there, and my grandboys and my sisters, and, you know, all the cousins were there and everything. So that was really fun. But I had to lay down the entire day. Like, I totally missed out on Thanksgiving this year with my family. And then the next day I got up and I was feeling slightly better, but like still feeling so lethargic and out of it. Hey, Kat, there she is. I heard she wasn't feeling well either. So, I didn't know. I can't take ibuprofen because it gave me a blood clot in my liver and 2 holes in my intestines. So I do not take that shit. And I don't trust doctors anymore because of all the medicines they gave me that tried to kill me. And so now I'm just taking, like, I just take THC and CBD and stuff. But, I didn't know what to do or take or anything. And I still had to get this trailer up to Massachusetts. So Tim and I took off the next day, and we went up to see Boston Bill and Stephanie. And we dropped the trailer. But right before we got there, we were driving in Connecticut on the 84. And it's Thanksgiving traffic now. You know, everybody's coming home the next day, getting back to their homesteads, you know what I mean, on the next day after Thanksgiving or whatever. Or you know how crazy like Thanksgiving traffic is, especially here in the East. Like, I never saw such crazy drivers. I mean, in the Northeast, I've never seen such crazy ass drivers in the North as in the Northwest. Like, it's a real thing. So, like, we're driving on 84 and the traffic is thick. It's heavy. And, you know, so we're driving in the fast lane because we were trying to pass a few vehicles, you know, and everybody was slamming on their brakes in the middle lane. And this guy come up in the middle lane real fast, you know, and then he didn't feel like stepping on his brake. So the jackass went right in front of us and jammed on his brake so hard. And we stopped immediately. We saw him coming over. Tim is such a good driver. He thank goodness he was able to stop a lot, but we didn't stop enough because that guy just jammed. There was somebody there was no room for him to get over, you know? There was no room for him to get over, and he just went over anyway and slammed on his brakes. And just because he didn't feel like hitting his brakes the first time. So he made an evasive lane change and jammed on his brakes, and we hit him. And we hit him on our right side because he was coming into the left lane still when we hit him. He jammed on his brakes so hard. There was no way to avoid him. Like, we tried to get out to the left, but there was people coming out around there in the, what do you call that? It's like a, it's an HOV lane or something or other. And, yeah, so I was like, what the hell is this guy just doing his own thing, you know? And the cops came. He called the cops because I got out. And I was like, what the hell, dude? Like, why do you come in our lane so fast like that? Well, he just wasn't he wasn't very nice. He was just like, all right, I'm calling the cops. So he called the cops, and the cops came and gave Tim a warning for following too closely. And I know that the person that's always following is always the one that gets blamed, but that's not always the case. And I have done this work. I've done accident reconstruction, and I know that sometimes people that, you know, get right in front of you. So it's not always the driver in the back's fault. Sometimes it's the lead vehicle's fault. So that's what happened. Oh, no. Your friend in Long Island, the whole store got wiped out? Oh, my goodness. And half the people at your table or at your Thanksgiving. Yeah, I don't know if it's a cold. I think it's a virus. Oh, my goodness. Kat, you got it bad, huh? So what were your symptoms? Like, tell me what your symptoms were. Hey, Deb, I missed you. I'm sorry, honey. How are you doing? I love you, too. Oh, yes, we're okay. Like, I still have some really aching neck, though. Like, it jolted me forward. You know how that happens, like, when you jolt forward real quick. Well, there was no way that we could avoid that. Like, but Tim made it a lot lighter than it would have. We would have been seriously hurt. Like, I'm glad I didn't hit the windshield or anything because he slowed down so much. So he's always been an amazing, like, driver. He's driven with me before, and we've been, like, we traveled a few times together. And we hit a huge snowstorm one time in Montana, and it was a blizzard, and he drove right out of there, and somebody was coming up on our left-hand side to pass. This jackass, and this was a different time, not now, but this was a different time. And I was up there visiting my son, Robbie, and we left out of there. And this guy come up on our left and thinking he was going to pass us and a big 18-wheeler in a blizzard. And there was about 4 4 inches of snow on the ground that had just been plowed. I mean, it was a thick snowstorm, you know. And this guy wound up realizing he couldn't overtake us, and he just spun out and went in the middle median, and we saw him land in the snow like this. And the snow was covering his rig. And Tim kept it straight on the road that time. And like, wow, this shit is serious. Like, this shit happens when when we're driving on the road so much, you know. We're always on the road. So good to see you all. Yeah, maybe it's some kind of flu or something. I feel like I don't get the shot anymore, Ed, because last time I would get the flu, the last time I got the flu shot was for my work, and this was shit going back, God, I think it was back in like 2008 or 9, something like that. And I took the flu shot because my work made us take it because I worked in the courthouse. And I was sick for 3 damn weeks with an ear infection, a double ear infection, sinus infection, and bronchitis all at once. And that happened right after that flu shot. And it happened to me 2 other years before that. I got sick both times, not as bad as that, but I do not do the flu shot anymore. Gnarl stomach virus. I didn't hear of that. Oh shit, elevated heart enzyme. You know, that could be the reason why I've been feeling some pain there in my heart. Like right around my heart, and I just kept feeling like a couple little jabs or something, like just real quick sharp pains, but it went away and everything. But I was like, what the hell is that? Dang, Patty, I'm sorry that your friend is sick, or your family member. I didn't hear of this gnarl. I'm gonna have to look that up. Yeah, dang. Nosebleeds? Girl, you were having nosebleeds? Wow, Cat. No bueno. Yeah, I did get a lot of coughing too, and I had like some congestion. It was down in my lungs though. It never got in my nose. It never got up in my sinuses. But like, there's that cough. And it's not too bad now, but man, I was coughing so hard before. And it's getting a little better now. Yes, I agree, Kat. It was like something switched on and everybody got sick all at once. And then Tim got sick. And I hope Boston Bill and Stephanie didn't get sick, or any of my family, but it seemed like everybody got a touch of something. Elderberry syrup. Now that is what I need. I've always wanted to get some elderberry like in the past couple weeks, but I ran out of my vitamins. Like Bob, when we ordered through Amazon, I got those vitamins and those were so good. And as soon as I stopped taking those, I got on the road because I was out of them. You know? And yep, that's me too. The only time I ever got the flu is when I got the flu shot. It was 3 times I took that flu shot and I got sick all the time. I had the flu the first 2 times, and then I told you what the other one was. Elderberry syrup, though, that's supposed to be really good, and it's like a natural flower. Oh man, you haven't been sick in a long time. Well, that's so good. Wow, heart and chest pain too, Bob, at your house? Yeah, like definitely was something that was in the chest. Yeah, I'm wondering how everybody's doing now. Very contagious. I had diarrhea. I don't want to say it, but I had that. Yeah. Yeah, and that must be what I had too. Oh, they were isolated. Wow. Hazmat suits. Dang. Dang. Okay, so that's what's been going on. Well, and then I just felt lethargic. Like I've never felt so lethargic. Like, well, I guess I've been sick a couple times, but not I guess I had been lethargic before, you know, when I was sick or something like that. But I don't get sick very often because I usually try to eat really good and drink good water and, you know, stuff like that, and take good, excuse me, vitamins and stuff. But and vitamin D, like vitamin D is really plays a big role in it too, because and vitamin K, it's all helps you absorb the D and stuff, and it helps disperse everything through your body. So I'm out of that and I need to get some more. Yeah. Center of my chest, two cat, yeah. Yeah. You got it in your sinuses, Bob? I didn't get it in my sinuses. I just got that in my chest. Okay, that's good. Elderberry's the best defense, I guess, for this. I'm going to go get some. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you, Bob. Oh, wow. Patty, they lost 15 pounds? Dang, I know I lost a few pounds. Hey, Van Vita's here. Paula's in the house. Thank you so much, Paula. How are you doing? Nano poisoning. Yeah, I hear that. I hear that, Cat. I know exactly what you're talking about. It's like they put all those little bots in your blood now, and they can, like, just turn it on, and everybody's seems to get sick all at once. Well, that's good. I'm glad the antibiotics helped you, Bob. Why no to vitamin K, Cat? Tell me about that. Yes, it really is a workout, I feel like, for my immune system, Lily. And what doesn't kill us makes us stronger, we hope, you know? I'm not sure what the SSKI protocol is. Yes, I slept for days. I slept for days. I never sleep like that. And I never like to lay down all day like that. Oh, no kidding. Huh. It's got to be something else then. Okay, Deb, I love you, sweetheart. Thank you for coming in, and much love. I hope you're doing good. Oh, it thins the blood too fast. I haven't had any problems with it. But, like, okay, so here, I'm going to show you something. See my feet? They don't look bad right now, but so I'm deficient. And they say that vitamin K is what does that to your skin. Like, it makes it real dry and rough, and it doesn't have the proper like oils in your skin. Like, it doesn't allow that to stay in. It just dries right out if you don't have that vitamin K. Oh yeah, let me tell you, supersaturated potassium. Okay, I'm gonna look that up on your channel, Kat. All right, so about the van. Yeah, the van. Let's get back to that. So when that happened, we could drive it away, but we had the trailer on, right? So now we're driving away and it's going lump, 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 lump down the road, you know? And so we were like, all right, we'll just go slow. I pulled over and Tim was still driving. Tim pulled over, and meanwhile I'm still sick, so I'm not driving. Like, but Tim does a good job and he's driving. So he pulls over and I call Stephanie and I said, I don't know what's happening with this van, but it seems like when we get going, like up to like 50, it's going whoop, 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 like really, really worse, you know, worse as the more speed you gain. So I'm thinking that's not good for my van. And, you know, we have 53 miles, okay, out of 300 Wait, 3,400 miles it took us to get here. And we were 53 miles away from the destination with the trailer. 53 miles. And we were in Connecticut. We didn't even get to Massachusetts yet. Oh, okay. All right. Thank you, Kat. Oh, right on. Yeah, she's Patty. She's got a lot of good information. And so anyway, so I said, all right. She didn't have anybody to come get the trailer, and I thought, all right, well, maybe we'll get it towed with the trailer, but they wouldn't let us tow the trailer, or they weren't gonna take the trailer because it's not insured by my company, you know. It's insured by her company or whatever, so she would have had to call and get her own tow. But she wound up calling her brother-in-law that was going to come get us, but he had just left, and he was headed up to New York, and he was making good time. So he didn't want to turn around and have to get this trailer. So so then we tried to drive again, and no, it just was not good. It just was not good. So we pulled off again, and we pulled into a parking lot this time. This way, everything's safe. Like, nobody's gonna, you know, get in an accident with this thing, and the trailer's gonna be good, and it's not gonna worsen my van. So we just sat there, and I called Stephanie back, and she was able to get her brother-in-law to turn around to come get that trailer, which helped out a lot. But you know what? I felt so bad because we made a plan to get that trailer there, and we could not get it there. No, I'm in Pennsylvania now, Kat. We got that trailer to Connecticut. We got it towed to Massachusetts by her brother-in-law, and then we came and got my van towed to her house. So, and so we made it finally to Massachusetts. Like, wow. The trailer's there. So that was the main thing I was worried about. But also my van, you know, like, now what am I going to do about my van? And I was thinking, well, let me take it in and see what the damage is and stuff. But then everybody was telling me, well, what about your insurance? Like, if you take it someplace and get it fixed, then it's going to cancel. The insurance is going to be like null and void or whatever. So I called the insurance company, and they came and picked it up right away, of course. So now I don't have my van. They took it to some place back in Connecticut where they could assess it. They didn't have any assessors anywhere in Massachusetts, which I find pretty hard to believe, and nothing in Pennsylvania, so they wouldn't tow it back here for me. So now my van is all the way up in Connecticut. And it's all the way, like, somewhere where I don't even know what's going on with it. I got to call when I get off the phone here, but, and see what's happening with it, and see, because they said, oh, yeah, well, it's not going to be assessed until early next week, meaning now, like this week, right now. So I figured I'd give them a call after I get done here with y'all. But, yeah, so they weren't able to give me any information. And I don't know if they said that they would either going to total it or they were going to fix it. And so I have to find out if they're going to, yeah, it seemed like a bent wheel or something, Bob. Yes. I was trying to use the PBS song. Oh, that's so funny, Patty. Oh, yeah. So the insurance company is a pain in the ass. I mean, I have USAA. Bob knows how much we love it, USAA. Right, Bob? Your daughter has some kind of problem where they just take off with your vehicle. They don't tell you where they're taking it. Like, when this happened to my ex when he was on my insurance. And he had a deer hit him or whatever on the highway. And they just came and picked up his vehicle, and they told him it was totaled, and they didn't even tell him where it was. They took it off to some junkyard. And he had to go track it down because he didn't want it to be totaled. He was going to fix it. So he did wind up finding it and getting it fixed and whatnot, and he got his truck back. So I'm hoping the same thing for my van. Because that's my home, you know? That's my only home. And I can't afford rent. You know, I tried that. I was renting like before I went on the road, and that's why it just got so expensive. And on Social Security disability, like there's not much money that you get. So, you know, even though I get pretty well on the high end of it because I did put a lot of time and money into my, you know, into the system. So I am so thankful that I at least have that, you know. But it's not enough for me to rent a place. I can't even afford a room. They want $500 for a room out here in Reading. In the city. In the city. I can't afford that. Like, I had all these car repairs last year at this time, and that had been going on for a year and a half. And I racked up $5,400 on that one, and so I had to put a lot of that on my credit cards. And so I had a couple people sent me a few bucks last year, you know, and it really helped me out. And yeah, it really helped me out. And I had to get towed last year the last 100 miles to my destination where I was trimming. So, and that guy, my friend Kevin, hey Kevin, I don't know if you ever see this, but I was appreciating you. And his guy wound up fixing it. And I had been to 10 mechanics last year. And everybody kept doing my brakes. I had 5 sets of brake pads on last year. I had 3 sets of bearings on last year. And the third set, and they still did not put the grease in. So then a friend of mine, Brian, was trying to help me. Now, he put another damn set of brakes on. Like, I need that like a damn hole in my head. So he used my credit card. I told him to use my credit card to order the parts off, like, Rock Auto. And he ordered freaking brakes. So, yeah, I don't know. You can't even trust your friends sometimes. But whatever. Like, they greased my bearings, and it was okay. But after all that and 10 mechanics and $5,400, they... Kevin, the guy that I was trimming for, he has a backyard mechanic that was right down the street from him, like just right around the corner, literally. And so that guy fixed it. Guess how much? Guess how much it cost me? I want to see what y'all think. Guess how much it cost me to get my thing fixed after $5,400 of bullshit. Yeah, USAA steals vehicles, yep. Yep, I'm in the same damn position I was last year, Kat. But last year I was in Michigan. I actually drove off from PA because my daughter couldn't have me staying here anymore. Her landlord was all yakking about my van. Like, she didn't like my van. So she wouldn't let me park here. Yeah, they do a lowball payout and sell it at auction. Bullshit, that's my house. I hope they treat me better too. Thanks, Bob. I hope not too, Patty. Oh, man. It doesn't sound like it's that bad, but, you know, I don't know what they do. I don't know what they do. Because it's a 97 van, and it's got 200 and, what, 80 or 270, something like that on it now. Wow, $3,000. Yeah, I'm going to see what happens, Bob. I'm not sure if my new car insurance is going into effect. They want me to. I can't see the whole comment. It's so weird. Like, it's cutting it off. They want me to, the title, name. Send them the title. Oh, wow. Bullshit. That's your title. I know. Thank you, Bob. I appreciate that. And people have offered me, like, damn. No, I'm not putting up a GoFundMe. No. Because, no. I've done that twice, and I'm not trying to take people... Whoa. Hold on. Sorry, I almost dropped the phone. I'm not trying to take money from people, you know? Oh, 3,000. Oh, yeah, that was your guess. I forgot I said that. No, it cost me $35. After all that, it cost me $35 to get to the real problem. The real problem was the rear differential, which I just had replaced for $800. And it didn't even need to be replaced because I was saying it was something in the front. And so after I drove away from that $800 rear differential replacement, I got to California and took it to a Goodyear because it kept squealing. And this was after the rear differential. It wasn't the rear differential. That guy took me for a sail. That's what he did. And he made $800. And then it was squealing and it was still in the front. And it was because some dumbass put the brake pads on backwards. How does that happen? You go into these crackerjack places and you think they're reputable. And like, I have tried a mix of like, first I was taking it to a garage, you know, and I always try to take it to a mechanic that's a friend of mine that I know because I know they're going to tell me what it is. Like, thank goodness for Dave Lowe. Like, he looked over my whole vehicle. You guys probably saw that video. And he looked over my whole vehicle and he said everything was great. And so that was before I left. And I had a full, like, thing. It was all done and he showed me everything. And he showed me what needs to be done and whatnot. And then, Walt, I'm going to be here, I guess, until I find out something about my van. So maybe a little while, but I don't have a place to stay. Like, I can't stay here. I can't stay here at my daughter's. And I could stay at my son's, but I don't know if he's having trouble either. So, like, I don't want to put pressure on my kids, you know? Oh, they want a copy. I am still carrying that set of brakes around, yes. They're heavy, too. Yeah. And I told them I had the brakes, but I didn't have them with me then because I forget what happened. But, oh, they wouldn't use my brakes. That's what it was. They wouldn't use my brakes because then they couldn't put the warranty on it. So they would not use those brakes. So I still have a fresh new set of brakes that I'm carrying around for brake pads for the front of my car. Oh, so yeah, so that guy charged me $35 because he had to buy a wrench for $25. So that day he put it up on the lift, and this was when I was in Michigan last year around this time. And the guy put it up on the lift and he said, "Oh yeah, here's your problem, the rear differential. It's leaking." Oh, what? It's brand new. I just bought it. I just had a whole thing replaced for $800. Now this guy's telling me it's leaking. Well, there was a nut, a lug bolt under there that he didn't have the wrench for. And so he told me, bring it back in a few days, which I brought it back in 1 week. Hey, J-Dub. And, yeah, 35, and he charged me $10 because it took him less than 15 minutes to tighten up that lug. And so that was it. Yeah, it should cost about $200. So then I had to, well, this is what started that whole $5,400 thing because I had to go get, a card, a credit card. And they gave me a credit card so that, and I was able to get one of those predatory credit cards from it's like a Discover card. And I don't know what's wrong with the van yet because they didn't even look at it yet. They've had it for more than a week now. And we made it there we got there on a Saturday, and they took it away on a Sunday, and they've had it now for over a week. And they told me to call early next week. That means now. So I'm going to call them in when I get off the phone. Then I'll find out what's wrong with the van. Something with the wheel. It's making a shimmy or something, and it got, I don't know, got pushed in. The bumper got pushed in pretty hard. I mean, that's all that happened, like my bumper. But it actually did something to the wheel too, because the wheel is lumping along. Is there an address at... I can't read the rest, honey. Yeah, I will. I will, Patty. I will. If they don't give it back, start coughing on them. Yeah. Well, I like your style, Patty. Strip naked. I might do something like that. They're going to see some crazy old grandma getting naked out there and cursing at them. Yes, I like that a lot. You crack me up, girly. Okay, so I do have, like, Jess, I do have, like, I have roadside assistance, so I was able to get the tow. And, you know, I pay pretty good money for my insurance or whatever. It's pretty good insurance. Like, they've never let me down. They let John down, okay, but they haven't let me down yet. But I also have, I have towing, and I also have where you could rent a vehicle. And they told me that it was 4 days. I said, 4 days? Well, nothing's going to be accomplished in 4 days. They don't even know what the hell's wrong with it yet. And they're not telling me. So tomorrow is the 4th. I waited a few days to rent a vehicle, and Tim actually has it now. He's at work right now. So I'm just sitting here at my daughter's house right now. But by myself. They went to work and school and stuff. And yeah, so I was getting around in that rental, but I hoping they gave me an SUV too. I was like, give me a van so that I can, you know, be self-sufficient at least. I can go park somewhere and throw on some blankets at night. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what they say. No, I saw, Bob, that they, at that time, I asked to see the parts. I was like, I want to see the parts. And it looked new to me. Like, the rear differential didn't look like it was bad. It didn't look scraped up or, like, dented, wrinkled, whatever the hell happens to it, or shredded, nothing like that. It looked fine to me. And I did say that to the guy. And I at first I gave him a good review, and then I went and changed my review. And they never said anything. They never called me or anything, so whatever. Yeah, they could. They could help you. Ed, you're right. Kat, they can help you at the internet cafe with delivery. And there's a few places in Slabs that you can get that. I couldn't read the whole comment. That's why I couldn't figure out what you were saying about that. Yeah, the rear differential now, I saw, like, we kept checking on everything, like, while we were driving, and it looked like there was a little bit of fluid coming out of there. So I want to, like, from maybe the weight of the trailer on it and, like, you know, pulling it or whatever. So I want to make sure that's good, too. You've pulled the naked crazy hippie before? That is great. The dog police stole my dog. Oh, my God. Oh, my. There you go. Well, that worked out. Dang, Patty. I'm going to try your style, girl. Yeah, they are shiesty, Cat, man. The dead tranny. Yeah, they really took you. And it's so hard to find somebody trustworthy, Cat. 3 months, dang. So the internet cafe is a place in the Slabs, and they have delivery, you know, that you could get things delivered there. It is my home, Lily. Thank you. Hey, Matthew. Nice to see you, Matthew. I'm sorry I've been lagging a little bit here. Oh, good. You're out of bed now. Nice to see you, Matthew. You weren't completely naked. Oh, well, that's still good. Oh, good. So you look kind of witchy. I like that. Okay. December 8th or 9th. So what's happening with you, Kat? Like, did you get a new vehicle at least? Or, like, Were you able to make out anything with the insurance company? Aw, pizza. That's nice. Marco's. That sounds like it's a good place. Yeah, that's true, Bob, too. Like a hotel and stuff. I guess I could do that, but the thing is, I don't want it to like make my insurance go up. And I know how they do. Like if they charge you a little bit and you get a claim or something, then it, you know, I just don't want to run it up like it's some kind of charge card or something. You're crazy, Bob. Crazy naked grandmas. That sounds like some kind of fetish. Ooh, Pizza Hut. Matthew and Jess, do you all live nearby to each other? Oh, yeah. He did not rebuild that tranny cat. I don't believe it. If he did something wrong to your transmission. Oh, good. You called the news? I didn't want to go on the news naked. 25 is not old. Are you crazy? Oh, he's in Virginia. Right on. That's not too far off. Pizza Hut. That sounds good to me right now. I ordered a bunch of Chinese food with no MSG in it last night. So, because I was wanting some of that wonton soup, you know. And then I got some brown rice and some shrimp. What is it? Shrimp with cashew nuts. I know, like, cashew nuts are legumes. They're not really nuts. Did y'all know that? That cashew nuts are not nuts. Neither are peanuts. They're legumes. They're beans. So they're not real good for you because they're starchy, and beans aren't good for me. Especially like the skins and stuff because it's a nightshade. So it really messes with my stomach. Oh, San Diego, Matthew. That sounds like a nice trip. Are you going by train or are you going to drive there or what? Fly? Hey, where's my messages going? Really? Is that what they do, Bob? They make it look shiny? A tub of oil. Oh, wow, Cat. Wow. Got a cheap town and country minivan till I do better. It's so cramped. Still getting rid of good things to make room in it. Well, you could do a lot with a minivan. You could do a lot with a minivan, especially if you take all the back seats out and whatnot. You can build a nice home in there. My friend Melody, Melody Story. If you can find her on my Facebook page probably in my friends list, and I always keep that public, like whatever, you know. And so you can go in and find Melody Story and go to her page and see her pictures, and you could see her minivan. She's got a nice bed. Like on one side of the back of the van is all the bed. And then everything else is over here. Like she's got a little table, a little dresser, a little place for her dog and whatnot. And she's got, up on the side, she's got cabinets, a nice big cabinet up there that she can open. And that's where her dishes and pots and pans and all that stuff is. And then she's got another one on the other side. So you can really do some nice work in there, especially, I mean, if it's only one person in there, you could still have a lot of room. It just depends how you lay it out, you know? Jess is old, she's 26. Ain't nobody old. I'm old. I'm not old either. Well, maybe. Oh, okay, nice. I was just over in Texas. Nice. So, yeah, Dallas. That'll get you there. I like cabbage. Oh, I'm so glad, Kat, that you're heading to Slab City. You're going to the Boondocking Bash. So you're gonna set your you're gonna set your location to Travelin' Pals in Slab City. If you look at the Slab City map, it should still have the Travelin' Pals marked there. But if you don't see the Travelin' Pals on the map, Spaceport 42 is right next to it. And then you just have to drive back one more. Okay, so when you're coming in Beale Road, when you're coming into Slabs, you're coming down Beale Road. And then you're going to see, like, you're coming past the Salvation Mountain. You're going to pass a couple guard booths. And then you're in the Slabs. And then you keep going down Beale. It's just one road. You're going straight back. It's going to tee off if you go too far. But once you get past the guard booths, and then you're going to see a bicycle up in the air on the left-hand side. And right across from that's Lowe's Road. You're going to make a right. And then you'll go down and you'll see signs for the Oasis. The Oasis, Spaceport 42 is next, and then Travelin' Pals is right after that. So what you would do is come down Beale, see the bicycle up on the left-hand side. You're going to make a right, and then you go back until you see the Oasis, and then it's the third slab after that. And that's where everybody's camping out at the Boondocking Bash. So I hope that you make it there. And if you have any trouble, you could always call me. You know, but set your pin to Slab City Travelin' Pals, okay? You can pick it out on the map, or you could just put Slab City as your destination, and then you can figure it out from there. I know it seems small, but you're going to find out. You're going to have a lot of room in there if you do it right. Aw, Matthew, that's cool. I don't mind you. I don't mind you stalking Jess because I know you're friends with her. Yeah, it is what it is, Kat. Damn me. Minivan is good, and I was thinking about getting that for my next rig. If VanDoodle doesn't work out, I was thinking about getting a minivan because they're so much better on gas than like a full-size van. And it really doesn't give you that much more room. It really does not. You still can't stand up in it in my van unless you get a Ford Transit or something. Really? Well, maybe. I'll try that, Bob. I hope you're right. I'm going to talk to them today and make some demands, you know. I like Patty's style. She's going to get naked. I know, you're hoping to upgrade, but, Kat, we got to count our blessings. You know what I mean? If you got a minivan, you can really make that work to your advantage. And look it up. Like, look up minivan build-outs. Yeah, Traveling Pals. That's the name of the camp. Oh, wow. All right, Patty. Oh, yeah. How much you going to be selling it for? Hey, that's a good rig. A GMC. I love GMC. Putting new brakes on. Nice. Oh, Mac. Mac, how are you doing? Mac's in here. I'm sorry I'm lagging so much. I don't know what time you came on, but. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I might have to do some things here, but I didn't go into the ambulance right away. Yeah. Well, Jimmy didn't know how to tell you, but that's okay. Like, Beale Road, that's right. Yeah, thanks, Bob. Redneck directions. Yeehaw! That's true, Mac. A lot of those places are mapped out and they're on the map, so it makes it easy to find. No, you don't go to the coordinates. Just go to the map. Look up Slab City on your maps, on your GPS. Hey. Yeah, turn right at the left cactus, at the last cactus to the left. Yeah, there was no tree there anymore because they burned it down. Let's do it, Ed. Let's do it. Let's get some lunch or something. Okay, good, Mac. I'm glad to hear that you're heading back there. Man, you know what? That's probably the best place. The gas is the biggest benefit. You got that right. You had a caddy? Oh, I used to have a big caddy too, and I would sleep in that thing. And I had my 3 kids with me, and no, I think it was just 2 at the time. I was pregnant. But I would go take them to the beach, you know. It had such a big trunk. I'd throw the stroller in there and everything, and I'd just get on down the road. And I'd take my kids over to the boardwalk and stuff. And my husband would work, you know, swing shift at night a lot and whatnot. So, yeah. So I would just lay down in the back. And the kids were small enough they could lay in the front. That thing was nice. It was like a big 8-cylinder, you know, big nice thing. It was baby powder blue and on the outside with like a little metallic mist to it. And then it was a real nice pattern on the seats and everything. I love that car. I don't know what we wound up. My husband went into the car sales business. This was years ago now when I was married. And he took that caddy and traded it in for some junk that was new. It was junk. It was like it was one of those, wait, I forget what they're called. It's one of those, not a Mini Cooper, but something, it was like that, a bigger one. I forget what it was. I'll think of it in a minute. Well, I am, maybe tomorrow, Ed, because I'm going to get the car back tonight. And I got to do a few things here today. I got to call the car place, call back and try to get a doctor appointment because they have me on hold for 25 minutes trying to get an appointment. I finally hung up. I was so disgusted. Oh, 94 Cadillac. Oh, that's good. They have a sign to the bash. I didn't know that. That's great. Hey, Carlos. How many bodies can you fit in the trunk? I could probably fit at least 8 in there if you stack them up. You staying at the Ponderosa? That's good. An outhouse, $200 a month. I mean, and they have the meal deal. That's great. I would do it too. I just wish that Zig wasn't pissed at me. That makes me not want to go over there, you know, but I love everybody over there. Is Peter over there? If he is, tell him I said hello. Yeah, they made nice cars back then, Patty. The VW van. Nice. That's not bad. $3 to $5 for a hot shower? Shoot. Like, I have a shower on the back of my van now, though. So, I just have to get some good... we never did get to finish it, Bob. Bob was going to help me with it when I went over there. But Dave tried to help me. We did get the faucet for it. And we put that on. But the hole was too big to put the faucet into. And the threads were, like, slipping. So we need some ABS glue. Yeah, not bad. Yeah, Kat. So if you need a shower or anything, you can always go over to the Ponderosa. Or also Mojo's camp. Mojo has a nice camp there. And you can stay there for $200 a month, too. They don't feed you. She doesn't feed you. But she has a flushing toilet and a nice hot shower. Mojo, I love you. Mojo is such a sweet lady. She's like a mama in the slabs. You know, she looks out for everybody. Massage table. Oh, that takes up a lot of room. Is there a way you could put it up on the roof, maybe? Don't call Juana. Just show up naked and demand justice. Well, it's far away. It's in Connecticut. Patty, where are you at? Are you in New York? Yes, I hope so, Mac. I hope. I was watching your your struggles that you've been having, and I think that's bullshit that they're running you around like that. They got to give you some care. There's got to be somebody that you can call and complain about that, because that's just not right. Like, you having all that trouble with your health and everything, and they're not wanting to help you. But I think Palm Springs is a great location. They got a lot of stuff available there for you. Oh. Oh, you have a VW bus, Carlos? Well, I'm glad it's not breaking down much now. Yeah, Cat, $16, no. For a shower, no. That's too expensive. I could not afford to do that even once a month. Because, I mean, maybe every once in a while. But I just don't have that kind of money. And they gotta, so what I got on the top of my van, if you go back and look at my videos, you can see, they have these black ABS pipes, and mine is about 4 feet long, something like that, and it hangs just off the back of my rig. And it's got a spout, and it's got another spout at the other end, and then so that you can open up one end and then fill it, or open up the end and pour it out. So and then Dave Lowe, he gave me that little shower head off when he fixed his, because he has a camper now, and he's out on the road. And I hope you're doing good out there, Dave. I've been seeing some of his pictures and stuff on Instagram and whatnot, and it looks like he's been over there having some fun, eating some Wagyu Wednesday meat and stuff at Kaz's. Ponderosa gives you a breakfast 5 days out of the week and dinner 7 days a week. Oh, that's great. That's a really good price for $200, and you get showers, and you get, what, coffee? I think they have coffee all day, Mac. Is that right? And then I think they have also internet that you can use there. Never seen a cactus there. No, me neither. Yeah, there you go. Tell her Mad Max sent you. Go look her up at the Ponderosa. And I'll send you guys the map. Listen, I'm going to send you the map, Cat, okay? I have an old map, too. It has all the slabs, like, named on there and everything, so that you can see the layout. And it's a little bit, it spins you around a little bit. Like, you're not sure where you are at first, but you just stick to the map. And I'll send that to you. And they have a decent bar, that's true. Pilot has a program where if you fill up 14 gallons or more, you get a half credit for shower. Yeah, but Ed, isn't that's only for diesel, I believe. At least at the Loves, that's how it is. Because I was trying to get a card so I could keep track of my gas and whatnot. YMC membership. Yeah, that's a good thing to have, too. Yeah, it's always going up. And I think they have a YMCA, but it might be in Brawley or El Centro. So that's a little bit of a hike. You're not going to want to do that every day. You're going to have a lot of resources for yourself, Kat, in Slab City. And you can wind up staying there. And you can make your own slab if you want, But hang out with the Bash. They'll treat you good. And go see Mad Mac over there at the Ponderosa and Shannon. They're good people. I know, same, Cat. And our food is fucking terrible. We'll get on that another time. Yep. That sucks, Mac. It's such bullshit. I can't stand the system. But you gotta have people working with you, Yeah, that'll help you out, Cat. I'm going to have to get off here, y'all. My friend Sally is wanting to call me, and she's asking me if I'm ready. MyCancerStory.rocks. Fenbendazole is cheap. Okay, good call, Lily. Maybe that can help you, Mac. Oh, wow. Okay, Ed. Nice to know. A courier, yep. Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, you're not going to stay in Los Angeles. That's just ridiculous. Come on back to Slabs, and I'm going to come there in January too, so. I got to go too, honey. See you later, Patty. Slabs are calling, but my daughter won't let me answer. Well, just go down there anyhow, Bob. It's not that bad. I mean, everything is being redone now down there, so. Yeah, you all will recognize each other. You have a good day too, Mac. All my love to you, sweetheart. I just want to pick you up and lift you up. You know what I mean? And you're on the prayer list. And everybody say a good word for Mac and send him lots of love so he can be on his way to healing. We need Mac to heal. Love you too, Mac. You know it. Oh, I'll have to find out more about that too, Kat. I'm going to talk to y'all soon, guys. I got to go. My friend is calling in. And Mac, Lily's giving you some good tips here too, and Kat. All right. I'll see you all down the road. Much love and good luck with Slabs, Kat. I'll send you that map. I love you all. Thank you all for coming into my slab. I'm shouting out each one of you and sending you big love. Have a great day. And Mac, healing. I love you. I love you, Mac. I love you all. Take care, guys. Right on, the salt water. Do it. Do it, Mac.